What if the people who seem the strongest are actually the most afraid of getting hurt? Think about someone you know. Maybe they never ask for help. Maybe they keep conversations short. Maybe they disappear when relationships become serious. From the outside, it can look like they simply do not care about other people. But very often, the truth is more complicated. Some people push everyone away not because they dislike connection, but because connection feels risky. The closer someone gets to them, the more vulnerable they feel. And for many people, vulnerability is uncomfortable, even frightening. If you have ever wondered why a friend suddenly became distant, why a family member never opens up, or why you sometimes build walls around yourself, this topic matters. Understanding it can help you improve your relationships and avoid taking other people's behavior too personally. One important reason people push others away is fear of rejection. It sounds strange at first. If someone wants connection, why would they avoid it? The answer is simple. They may believe rejection is coming anyway. Imagine a man named David. He starts becoming friends with a new group of people. They invite him to events, they enjoy his company, and everything seems fine. But instead of feeling happy, David starts worrying. He thinks, what if they discover I'm not interesting enough? What if they stop liking me? Because of these fears, he stops answering messages. He makes excuses and slowly disappears. To everyone else, it looks like David rejected them. In reality, he was trying to protect himself from a rejection that had not even happened. Many people do this without realizing it. They leave first because they believe being left would hurt more. The second reason is past emotional pain. Our experiences shape how we see the world. If someone has been hurt many times, they may start expecting pain even when there is no danger. Think about a person who trusted a partner and was deeply betrayed. After that experience, they might struggle to trust anyone new. Even when they meet kind and honest people, part of them remains cautious. It's similar to touching a hot stove. After getting burned once, you become more careful. But emotional wounds can be even more powerful because they are harder to see. A woman named Sarah went through a difficult breakup. Years later, she met someone who treated her with respect. Yet every time the relationship became closer, she pulled away. She cancelled plans, avoided serious conversations, and created distance. She wasn't trying to be cruel. She was trying to avoid feeling the same pain again. The problem is that protection can become a prison. The walls that keep pain out can also keep love, friendship, and support out. The third reason is a fear of being truly seen. Most people have parts of themselves they are proud of and parts they try to hide. Maybe it's insecurity, shame, self-doubt, or mistakes from the past. When relationships become deeper, those hidden parts become harder to hide. For some people, this feels extremely uncomfortable. They worry that if others knew the real them, they would not be accepted. I once heard a story about a successful businessman who seemed confident in every situation. He could speak in front of hundreds of people without fear. Yet he struggled to form close friendships. When someone tried to get emotionally close, he changed the subject or made a joke. He could talk about work for hours, but not about his feelings. Eventually, he admitted something surprising. He believed that if people really knew him, they would be disappointed. From the outside, he looked confident. Inside, he felt unworthy. This is more common than you might think. Sometimes the people who appear the strongest are carrying deep fears about acceptance. What's interesting is that pushing people away often creates exactly the result people fear most. Someone fears abandonment, so they become distant. Friends stop reaching out because they feel unwanted. Then the person says, "See? People always leave." Someone fears rejection, so they never open up. Relationships stay shallow. Then they feel lonely and misunderstood. The pattern repeats itself again and again. The good news is that these patterns can change. The first step is awareness. You cannot change a habit you do not notice. The next time you feel like pulling away from someone, pause for a moment. Ask yourself a simple question: what am I protecting myself from? Maybe you're afraid of rejection. Maybe you're afraid of disappointment. Maybe you're afraid of being vulnerable. Whatever the answer is, try to be honest with yourself. You do not need to share your deepest secrets with everyone. Healthy boundaries are important. But there is a difference between protecting yourself and completely shutting people out. A small act of openness can make a big difference. It could be sharing a concern with a friend, accepting help when you need it, or having a conversation you've been avoiding. Real connection usually starts with small risks. And those risks often lead to something valuable: trust. If you recognize yourself in today's topic, remember this. The walls you built probably had a reason. They may have helped you survive difficult moments. But you do not have to live behind those walls forever. People are not perfect. Relationships are not risk-free. But some of the best things in life happen when you allow yourself to be seen, little by little. You might discover that the connection you've been looking for is waiting on the other side of the walls you've been holding up for so long.